I'm the mother of 5 children, 5 wonderful children, and I've been married for 45 years to the same man, wonderful. Before David got sick, he was a quiet little boy, and he was a little boy who played by himself with his cars, and he was really easy. He was an easy little boy to raise. And as he got to be a teenager, he had all kinds of friends. He was very athletic. We didn't know David was becoming mentally ill until he was a senior in high school. Those friends went away, basically, because they would call him and try to communicate with him, but he wasn't communicating. He wasn't talking much at all. He didn't have a desire to go off with friends. Right away, we tried to get him to some counseling. We thought that would help. Then we got him to the hospital again. At home, we just tried to be gentle with him. We don't know where to go for help. I thought to myself, what did I do? What did I do wrong as a mother? I cried through the whole session, and he looked at me and he said, "You can't believe this is your fault, is it?" And I started to sob, because I did. He said, "Oh, no, those are old-fashioned ideas. That isn't it at all." He said, "Here, read some books on it, and I want you to do something else. I want you to go to Concord. It's an organization in Westerville, and isn't that where you live?" "Yes." "And there's a meeting called Families in Touch, and they're for other families who are dealing with son, daughter, sister, brother. I think it will be helpful." And that's when things started to change. So then I went to my first Concord meeting. I remember walking into the room and there was a lot of laughter. And then I'm hearing the stories and I'm thinking, wow, they're like my stories, but they're telling things and they're laughing about it. And I thought, it's okay to laugh. It's okay to be happy again, and they're coping with the mental illness. And I thought, it gave me hope and strength that I could do that too, that I could get to that place where it's just ordinary.
When I first met Mary Jo Savarese, there was an affinity, I think, immediately. As I saw her come into our Families in Touch program, she was a little afraid, but probably one of the stronger people that I ever saw walk in the door, even initially. One of the things that I pride myself in at Concord is that we create a culture that is inclusive, that everybody fits. There's no you're this or you're that. Everybody fits into that culture, and with that, you see people who have felt outcast and stigmatized with these type of illnesses feel like they're a part of something, and that's my job.
When you have a mental illness, it's very hard to belong somewhere. Other than your family, and he belongs there, and that's one of our most critical human needs, is to belong, and that's what they make him feel. There's a culture of caring at Concord, and they make him feel like they care. And not feel like it, they do. So he knows it. No one's ashamed of a family member that has diabetes. Well, mental illness is a chemical imbalance. And if they get the right chemicals in them, they can improve. Family members should not be ashamed of their ill family member, and they should be able to talk about it. And the more people talk about it, the more it will become ordinary, and the stigma will be broken. When I first heard that David had schizophrenia, I was devastated. I was frightened. I was so sad. I was in grief. He wants to be around family. We have less and less episodes, and if there is an episode, we can call Concord up. They'll help us to plan what's next and how to help him when we're in the middle of a crisis. And today we have many more normal days with David than we ever had in the past.
Mary Jo went from feeling like she had victimized her son to knowing that her son has an illness that she has become a spokesperson for, she has become a warrior for, she has become a strong, sensitive, powerful woman. And I think, believe it or not, she probably wanted to go, I didn't want to become strong that way. She's a stronger person because she has Dave Jr. as a son. More than anything else, when we start to embrace mental illness as something no different than a diabetes diagnosis or another heart condition, if we start treating people the same way we would treat folks that were diagnosed with those type of illnesses, there is going to be more of an inclusion. It will not be something that people will run away from because they see this as behaviorally based instead of as physically based or biologically based.
Concord is the best place for help because it encompasses so many parts of the person. David never misses an appointment because he knows that Dr. Goss cares about him. Concord helps not just people with serious mental illnesses, but they help older people. They help them, like people that maybe don't have family support, get to doctor's appointments. Then they help families that have, small children that need counseling. They go into the schools to spot the kids that could be problems down the road. It's a wonderful, wonderful organization, and we couldn't make it without them. My husband and I praise Concord all the time, and we could not do what we do and help our son the way we do without Concord.